Welcome to today's YouTube live stream. My name is Uzair, and it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon in the UK on Friday, the 26th of August 2022. Every weekday on a Tuesday and Friday at this time, I go live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn and teach and talk about Google ads, YouTube ads, anything and everything to do with digital and online advertising and marketing to help you generate more leads or sales. So, if you are new to this session, these sessions are very friendly and informal. I'll cover today's topic, and then towards the end of the session, I'll try my best to answer any questions which have been sent across in the chat or in the comments box around the video. So I'll aggregate those comments and questions towards the end and answer them for you. So let's get started. Today I'm going to uh, set up a Performance Max, Google's latest. I wouldn't say it's the latest, but it is the newest campaign type. It was released middle of last year, and you will hear mixed reviews. Some people really rave about it, others are fed up with it because it eats up all the budget and does not give them any results. So from my experience, we've also have had mixed results. Some accounts it's working really well, and in some accounts they are struggling. So like anything else and everything else in Google Ads, you got to keep trying, keep testing and see what works and what doesn't work. You just can't give up. The I won't say the problem. The thing about Performance Max is it has turned everything upside down in Google Ads. We were taught keep the search display campaigns separate. Obviously, video campaigns were separate too. But now with PMax, it has made things super simple for everybody. The management of the campaigns is pretty simple because there aren't any keywords or negative keywords and things like that. It works on targeting the audience. You have search, display, video, Gmail, maps, discover, everything thrown in one. So, because it has got so many networks and channels in there, it needs a fair amount of data. So, for you to expect results straight off the bat, you're not going to get them because it really needs to run for a good few weeks, and then you'll start to see that yes, it is starting to perform. The other thing which I believe Performance Max looks at are signals from other campaigns. So if you're running search, display, or any other kind of campaigns, PMax is going to look and feed all the um, data points and the signals from those other campaigns, what are converting, what are not converting, and so on, how they're performing, etc. So my advice to you is you've got to keep running it for at least 6 to 8 weeks with a budget which you can afford to test. Don't expect anything in return. Let it run, see what you get, and then take it from there. So let's dive in and set up a Performance Max campaign. Mm, where is my screen share gone? Okay. All right. So here's our screen, and I'm in the Google Ads account. So this is my test account. So there's not much data in it, and I think conversion tracking hasn't been set up. So like anything else or any other campaigns when you run, please make sure that you've set up conversion tracking, right? And to do the conversion tracking is you go to tools and settings and then conversions. And there are lots of videos on our channel about conversion tracking and how to set these up. All right, I'm going to click on the new campaign button. You get the campaign objectives. I'm going to go with leads. And over here, I've got submit lead forms, and it is giving me a warning that it is inactive and not verified. Is because this account is a test account. So you must get this verified and active on your landing page or your website. All right. Now we continue. Then you have the campaign type. Yeah. Performance Max is right up there. And then you will get a message: a conversion action has been created, but the tag is not verified, which I do know about. All right. And then you get instructions to install it or email it to your web guy. All right. Now you name your campaign. So whatever the naming convention you have for your accounts, you keep it. I'm going to just leave it the way it is, and I shall continue. Now, to save a bit of time, I had set this up, so I'm going to go back into this campaign, but I'll go through each and every step of the setup once it loads up. And it always goes slow when you are going live. Okay, we're almost there. Come on, Google, wake up. So whilst this is waking up, so if you are new here, you haven't subscribed, then I would appreciate you subscribe to our channel. We upload videos every weekday, and we go live twice a week, so you'll get notifications for that. And yeah, please do hit the like and the share button as well if you can. I'll try one more time and see why this is not loading up. And if you have any questions, then please start sending them through, because there is a delay in the transmission, and if you leave it at the last second, I may not see your question. All right, so this doesn't want to play ball. Let me go back and try again. So these things happen to everybody. So if you think that it only happens with you, this happens to everyone. I'm gonna go again. Performance Max, continue. Let's start new. All right. Budget, whatever you want to spend every day. I'm just gonna keep it one for the time being. But now it's going to give me a warning that at least it needs to be £2.30. I'll put it £5. Then you got the bidding, whether you want to go for conversions or conversion value. If you're doing lead generation, I would recommend that you go for conversions, because then it's going to work out your cost per conversion. If you are running an e-commerce store and selling products instead of services, then I would recommend that you go with the conversion value. When you're starting new, I recommend you don't set up a target return on ad spend or the target ROAS. Let Google go a bit wild, get the conversions in, and then once you had about 40-50 conversions or so, you can then see what ROAS you are getting, and then you put this in. So for now, I'm going to just go with this. And even for conversions also, don't put in a target CPA. Let it run, and once the cost per acquisition settles down, then you come in back in here and adjust it. All right, now you go next. Locations, fairly straightforward. United Kingdom. I'm in the UK, so I'm going to select this one, or you can enter whichever country you like or location. Languages, again, your local language where you want to promote your ads. I'm going to keep it English. Now over here, you got two options. One is the send traffic to the most relevant URLs on your site, and the other one only send traffic to the URLs you provided in the ads. So with this, what you can do is leave it to Google. So if you're running a e-commerce store which you've got hundreds or thousands of SKUs, then I would recommend you do that, and then exclude certain URLs like privacy policy, contact page, all the non-monetized pages on your site. I would exclude the blog because you just want to send them to the product pages or the category pages. And if you're just running to your website or a landing page, in my case, I'm just sending them to a landing page where they enter the name and email, then I'm just going to select this option. This is fairly straightforward. A schedule, whether you want to run this 7 days a week, 5 days a week, or on certain days, Monday to Friday, and during certain times. Fairly straightforward again. Start and end date. We tend not to put the end dates. Keep the start date if you want to start today, or start from a certain date. Campaign URL, you don't need to worry too much about it. This is for advanced tracking. Okay, I'll go next. And this is where all the magic and the fun happens. Enter the URL. I'm going to copy and paste this from one of my other accounts to save a bit of time. Where is it gone? So I want to set this up properly for you guys. Edit assets. Okay. Now, when you enter the URL, you might get this warning. All you do is you put in https:// and that should disappear now, which it has. You want to keep a close eye over here, the ad strength, and you got four things to put in: images, videos, headlines, and descriptions, right? And then these are all the 4 or 5 channels where your ads will show up, and you can see the preview over on the right hand side, which is pretty cool. Okay, images, add up to 20 images. They keep changing. Before, I believe it was 15, now they made it 20, so it's even better. So if they're giving you the option to upload 20 images, put it all up. Let Google pick and choose and test all the different images with the different headlines and descriptions. Don't just upload 5, right? Use all of it. If they're allowing you 5 different logos, obviously logo you might have only 1 or 2, then you can't do much about it. But what you want to do is add as many images as you can. So I've got different sizes over here. As you can see, you've got square, rectangle, vertical, and so on. Use all 3. So now I have selected this as 1-to-1, but it will not fit properly over here. But if it did, I could use it like that as well. And let's see, vertically, will that fit in? No, it won't fit in properly. So I'm not going to select that. So these count as 2 instead of 1 because I'm having 2 different ratios. Then I'll do one more, click on it. I've got this one as the rectangle. I could, no, it's not working, but just for showing you guys, I'm selecting it, right? I'll just select these. Save. And then you will find that the images bit has updated, and Google is tediously slow today for some reason. I'm not sure why. Okay, it's giving me an error message at the bottom, as you can see. So it's one of the images hasn't uploaded properly. So when that happens, then all you do is put up one image and then save it. Then you know that I selected two of those ratios, so I've got two images over here. And now I can see the image strength has gone to half. And then I go like that. In fact, I unchecked the other one. So let me try one more time. So I'll just do 3. So you need to upload 20. Then you go upload your logos. Sorry about this being very slow today. I don't know why. So whilst this is catching up, I'm going to go to YouTube and dig out the URLs. Okay. Save it. I've got my logos. Now, video. Okay, I've got some videos over here. I think we've got 5. Yes, 5 videos over here. I've added them up. So you if you don't use videos, you're missing out on a third of your ad, because you got images, you got text, and you got video, right? So I've got a full check mark over here on the videos because I've uploaded all 5, but images I only got 5 because I've not uploaded the majority of them. Now we come on to all the headlines. So when you enter your URL, Google is going to look at your website or your landing page, and it will give you ideas on how to write the ad. The only thing I don't like over here is they don't allow you to pin any headline, because I want that first headline to always be visible the way I want it. I'm just going to copy and paste something else. All right, turbocharge your campaigns. So I've got my 5 headlines, and then the headlines is all done. Now you can still see that my ad strength is showing up as incomplete, but it will start to go from incomplete to average, and then good, and then to excellent when we have everything in here. Okay, so now I want how many? 4 descriptions. Copy it. So you write the headlines and the descriptions as you would write for your search ads or responsive search ads or whichever ads you want. Okay, done that. Business name. Now I always have this problem because Google is a trademark. I will always have this issue. Then I have to appeal, but still my ads do run, but I get that limited due to use of trademark. Now you can see that my ad strength has gone to average, right? I've got the description as a checkbox. So I won't be able to improve upon this until and unless I put in all the images which Google wants. Here's a little, it's not a trick, but a tip. Put these in. You must put these in, because see now, this is how it's going to show up with all the site link text. Why wouldn't you want your ads to look big? So my headline could be like that. And just like you would normally write your site links, and then put in the URL. I won't do all the others. You get the gist, you save it, but put in as many as you can and then apply. Okay, then you go your call to action, learn more, code, apply now, whatever is suitable for you. I tend to go with learn more for lead generation. Then you got these two little drop downs, which a lot of people miss out on again. If you got a promotions or you want to add prices or you want to add a phone number or a call out, please do add them in. There you go. Just like you would put in a promotions site link. And your pricing as well from whatever. So if you have pre-qualifier from coaching, I would put something like, I'm just going to put in a price. That's it. And then you will put in the best coaching program or something like that, right? Put in the final URL, job done. It takes literally a couple of minutes. Must put this in if you want to add prices. Calls if you want phone numbers or to be displayed on your ads. Call outs again, like we would add call outs. It just makes your ads a lot bigger. Why wouldn't you? Structured snippets, and you can also add a lead form. Then we go under more options. I'm going to put in path one as Google Ads coaching. Now it shows over here. You don't need to have a valid or a live URL, as it says here, display. This is for display purposes only. So use these part one and part two as an opportunity to put keywords on your ad and make that URL a bit more relevant with your keyword or the main keyword in it. So my ads are all done. I won't be able to improve upon it because of my images here. The headlines are okay, descriptions is fine, videos is all good. I can also look over here how my ad is going to look on YouTube, Gmail, search, display, and discover. It doesn't show, it only shows on the mobile, so it will show up like these. So these are very visual ads and great for brand awareness, raising your brand and lifting your brand as well as for conversions, not just for branding. Then the second most important bit now in this campaign setup is your audience signal. There are no keywords, as I said earlier on. So I will just show you how to add. I've already got one custom segment which I've already applied over here, but if I want to create a new one, I would go in there, and then you got these options over here. You can either create a new custom segment, or you can browse through the list of what you've got, which I already set one up. And to make the custom segment, you need to go into tools and settings, and then the audience manager, and then all the list of your custom segments will come here. So let's say I want to do a click. So you got two options. One is this one, the top one, people with any of these interests or purchase intentions. This is the affinity, the old one, where it's a long-term affinity. And this is in market, people who search for any of these terms. So if I start putting in, then Google will give me more options. If it's not giving you more options in the drop down, all you do is go to the keyword planner. There you go. Google PPC, online advertising, management, campaign. I'll just put in all of these like that. 10, 15, more than enough. Give Google what we are looking for, right? You can also put in types of websites. So I want ads.google.com, blog.google.com, support.google.com, and websites like these, because these are the kind of websites where people go or advertisers go with regards to Google Ads. Then you can also put in the app. Somebody who's downloaded this app or using Google Ads app obviously is running Google Ads. So why wouldn't you use it? You've got the option. So I made my pay-per-click custom segment. And why is it giving me an error message? Okay, let's get rid of this. And there you go, pay-per-click. I'm not sure why it's giving me an error message. Not all of the keywords are approved for Google Ads policy. Okay, it's policy issue because of the word Google in the terms. That's why. You can either create your data or create a new data list. People who have already are on your email list, you can upload your email list and so on. Or you can also use any of these pre-built or in-market audiences from here: pay-per-click management, web. Now there's different ways you can set these up. The way you can do this is either have a custom segment along with some more interest or detailed demographics, or you can just have one. Try it both in different campaigns, see which one is performing better. Everybody will say, oh, just have to put everything in here, right? um, I'm going to just do that. As many audiences you can find, put them in there. Or you can have one campaign, one asset group, and one audience. It's entirely up to you. And then you put in your audience name as PPC or pay-per-click or whatever you want to call it. And now I've set up my audience signal over here. Then I click on next. That's it, really. It's pretty straightforward. So on the right hand side, as you can see where my mouse is, says you're based on your daily budget and bid settings, 7 conversions, cost per conversions 5. It will give you the options. So now it is checking for any errors, and I have got one long headline is required at least. So I can go and fix it, or I can ignore it for now. Where is my long headline? I'll just type that in. And next. Okay, now I'm going to go to the comments and see what's been happening, and I'll try to answer them for you. There you go. It's all looking good. So the good thing is Google has checked everything. It has got everything it needs for it to run the campaign. Publish. Job done. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. And I can see quite a few comments and questions. So thank you everyone for being here and sending these in. And I'll bring one at a time and answer them for you. Is there any of your series available for your viewers to learn Google Ads from scratch? Yes, I have my coaching program, Google Ads Like a Boss. We have a coaching program where you can learn Google Ads. Or we've got 1,300 videos on YouTube. We also have our Facebook group. You can join in for free and learn lots of things over there as well. We've got over I think 1,100 or 1,200 people in there, and they all help each other. And it's a great little community which I'm building. Okay. Um, Hi, Amit. On what interval we should keep reducing target CPA? What should be the waiting period to reduce the TCPA next time? So, if your campaigns are profitable, do you want to reduce the target CPA? Let it run. If it's running well and and it is within your target CPA, then why do you want to reduce it? Because by reducing it, what you're going to do is you're going to reduce the impressions and the impression share. Let's say, for argument's sake, I've set my target CPA at $50 and I'm getting my actual conversions at $30. I won't touch it. That's me. That's how I would do it. It would be tempting to bring it down and keep nudging it because I know I'm within my KPIs. Why do I want to touch it? In fact, I would copy that campaign. I won't touch it. Make another one. Set the target CPA to 60 or 75 and see if I can get more traffic at a or within my target CPA, and run multiple campaigns at different target CPAs and see where's the sweet spot. But don't tamper with the campaigns which is running fine. Otherwise, the algorithm resets, it goes back, it breaks, the campaign stop performing, and then your client or your manager or your boss is going to start shouting and screaming at you as to why this campaign has all of a sudden stopped. How to effectively track conversions on e-commerce website. You set up your conversion tracking throughout all your website. Use Google Tag Manager. That's the best way to do it. If you've got a Shopify store or a website, it is pretty much plug and play. But one thing which I would recommend is you always try to bring in the conversion value. I mean, with Shopify it's very easy, but with WooCommerce or some other platforms, you must make sure that the conversion value is also coming through into Google Ads, so that you can see the return on ad spend and not just the conversion. Because sometimes the conversion value is just one, and you can't see what's happening with the average order value or the order values. So it's pretty straightforward. And once it's set up, then unless and until somebody has tampered with the website and taken off the tag, it should run pretty seamlessly. Hi Raj, I like your content and calm and composed way of explaining. Well, I'm calm, but you can see I've got a lot of gray hair and I've lost all my hair. Is because when I was young, I wasn't calm and I wasn't composed when things weren't going my way. So shouting and screaming at the screen won't help, won't make the campaigns perform better. You just want to walk away from the screen and the computer, go for a little walk or get some coffee or a cold drink or whatever, and then come back and restart. That would be my advice to you. Are you aware of any good agencies in the UK who are willing to work with new e-commerce websites to run PPC campaigns on their behalf? So we also have an agency, and yeah, get in touch with us, and we can have a conversation as to um, how we can help you. But we don't work on commission basis. Our fees is our fees. We don't take any commission from your sales or a percentage of your sales at all. I personally don't believe in that business model. Lots of companies do, but each to their own. I'm not going to say it's the right or the wrong thing for others to do. Um, you'll need to decide what's right for you. But for us, we charge a certain fee for our services, and that's how we work. Okay, I think I've uh, answered that one. Can you please help by giving demo project? Kantir, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Uh, what do you need me to give you as a demo project? If you want to set up a campaign, then all you need to do is create a landing page or a website. If it's for a lead generation, create a landing page and then do the keyword research, write the ads, set up the campaign, set up the conversion tracking. That's your demo project. So I'm not quite sure what you would need me to give you as a demo for a project. So I need some kick as I have theoretical knowledge of Google Ads. Yeah, I am happy to give you a kick of your backside. No problem at all, Kante. Um, and I'm glad you put this comment up because you're halfway there. You acknowledge, you accept that there you are lagging. You're not doing things which you should do. So you have got, and you need to get practical knowledge. You got to get your hands dirty, and the best way to do that is to put some of your own money into ads, promote an affiliate product where you can potentially earn something in return, get better, and you're going to learn Google Ads the hard way, or you need to get a job in an agency and get trained under somebody. Okay, but don't know how to apply it practically. Yeah, you will need to run ads, my friend. Do you manage and run Google Ads? Yes, we do. I'm going to put my website in here as well on the page. There you go. If you go on to sfdigital.co.uk, go to the contact page, you fill in the form, send it to me or to us, and one of us will come back to you and we can schedule a call and have a chat as to what you are looking for. Okay, hello, Omer. Can we show our ads to the competitors' audience? If yes, how to do it? Yeah, absolutely. You can ethically steal your competitors' uh, traffic, and Google will not say that, oh, these are exactly the same people they're going to show ads, but they're saying that it will show ads to people who visit certain websites. So all you would do is create a custom segment audience where you would go and put in all your competitors' websites and then run it. And then Google will know that you are looking for people who are visiting these kind of websites, just like I showed you earlier on, where I put in blog.google.com, ads.google.com, and so on. Yeah, very powerful way to get your people, get your website in front of those target audiences, and also for YouTube and display network, it is unbelievable way of targeting your competitors' traffic. We are getting low quality scores and low search engine impression share. Are the two related, and how might we troubleshoot these issues? So, quality score and low impression share is two different things. Quality score is got to do with your low CTR, landing page experience is not good, and what's the third one? Expected click through rate, landing page, and the ad relevancy with the keywords, right? So, your keywords must be on the ads. If you're selling red apples, you show them red apples that buy the best red apples on the ad. And then the landing page must have the red apples. But not only that, is the page speed as well, which is really important. So let me show you guys something what I mean by that landing page experience. Uh, da, da, da. Okay, so Google has given us a free tool which is called the Page Speed Insight. Um, and you go in there and enter your website URL, and it will give you, okay, for some reason it's not working right now. So I will put the link in the chat. So you can go and find, get your page speed. If it's low, anything under 80 is low, or 70, you need to improve your page speed. And that's how you will increase your quality score issue. The low search impression, bid up. That's all I would say. You've got to bid up, be aggressive, outrank and outbid your competitors. So that's what I would do, and that's fairly straightforward. Ahmed, it would be great if you share case study of any of your successful campaign from initial stage to its success stages. So we have got a lot of social proof on our website and landing pages, where and Google My Business reviews, where our clients and students have said nice things about us. We cannot share our client data; it's confidential, and we never do. But what I also have done in the past is shared my data of my own campaigns and what we have achieved, how we are getting results, how we are getting conversion rates of 60, 70% from certain landing pages. So if you scroll through on our YouTube channel, you will find that we have got quite a bit of content on there as well. Okay, thanks, Raj, for being here. Are there any tools available to copy a competitor's website PPC strategy? Well, I don't want to copy anybody's. Why? If they don't know much about ads and you're copying them, it's like the blind following the blind. Why not create your own strategy? And my strategy is simple. To win a war, you need to attack from everywhere, not just search. 90, 95% of advertisers just go on the search network, and that's about it. To win a war, you need to attack by the land, air, and sea, right? You can't just send in a few fighter planes, drop a few bombs, and come back. You never win the war like that. That's why you have Army, Navy, and Air Force. We also have these tools with Google: search, display, Gmail, video, or YouTube. Why aren't you using it? Why are you just going on the search and not going on all these other channels? That is the best strategy. At every touch point, you got to hit your audience with your ads so that the conversion happens over here. This is why I come here live twice a week. We upload so many videos on our channel to build up that brand, because as who said earlier on, Raj, that thanks for your reply. I will get in touch when the website is ready. So when Raj is ready, in fact, Raj, this is also your comment. So when you are ready, I would hope that my name is right at the top of your list, and that's what I do. Spend time, all this time, to make sure that we stay at the forefront of our customers' mind, and also in front of them every time they go on the phones, on the laptops or computers, and so on. Okay, Shoaib, thank you. Is it possible to be absolute top position 100%? You can, but you'll be paying way over the odds. I would never do that. Um, Anything above 70% absolute top, you will get a lot of traffic. Again, it depends on your budget as well. You need to have a fair amount of budget uh, to get 100% of the traffic. I'm a service-based business in Australia, so that must be a very early morning or late in the evening. So thanks for staying up, because I've got a lot of Australian clients, and yeah, Australia is one of the challenging places to work with because of the time differences. We'll be getting in touch sometime. Yeah, sure. No problem. Sure. I'll won't forget your name. It's my brother's name as well. Okay, Ahmed. While doing keyword research, we get so many keywords with different average monthly searches. Should we ignore search for less than 50? What do you say? Please share your insight. Great question. I wouldn't. Although you might find that you're getting low volume searches on those keywords, but you will also find that you are getting a lot of impressions and clicks. A lot of people don't go after those, what we call the crumbs, right? So if you got 10 keywords or 100 keywords or 50 searches, you got 5,000 search volume all of a sudden on those keywords. The competition is very low. And if you can find a long tail keyword, right, 3 to 4 words in that phrase, even better, because very low competition, low CPCs, and you can bid aggressively and swipe all that traffic from your competitors. So try it. Always, I always say, don't take my word for it. Don't take anybody else's word for it. You've got to try it. This is why every marketer will say to you, test, test, test. I just cannot give you an answer and hand it to you on a silver platter, right? I can advise you, and also I can tell you, oh, Performance Max works for me. So you should also try it, but it may not work for you. Or it may work for you, it may not work for me. But until I don't try it, I don't know. And also, if I try and I fail, don't just stop. Oh, well, I tried Google Ads and I spent money, few hundred for 30 days, and now I'm going to stop because they ripped me off and I lost all my money and I can't pay my bills and so on. Not at all. You got to budget. This is a marathon and not a 100 meters dash. What other alternatives are there except Google? When you have a pain or a pain point and you're looking for a solution, you're going to go to Google. You're not going to go to Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. First thing, you're going to go to Google or to YouTube to learn Google Ads or how to make a website or how to make a steak and so on. There is no other alternative right now than Google. You got to stick with it, get better, and start getting results for yourselves or for your clients. If I know about a competitor who has a good PPC strategy, then I would definitely want to copy them. And therefore, I wanted to know if there's a tool available to ethically copy a competitor's PPC. You have tools like SpyFu, SEMrush, and so on. You can use that, but it's entirely up to you. You focus on your strategy, build up your campaigns and your brand. Okay, good night, my friend, as well. And you're most welcome. And thank you all for being here. I've got to hop off. I've got another call to jump on to now. So, yeah, great questions, great session, and have a great weekend. We'll catch up on next Tuesday. Till then, have a great weekend. And we in the UK have a long bank holiday weekend. So, enjoy the bank holiday weekend if you're in the UK. Bye for now.